Yo, we are live. We back. The closers covering this Clippers and Nuggets game. I mean, Clippers and Nuggets blowout.
Mm. By dub.
By dub, man. I actually had originally picked the Clippers to win this series, but it ain't over. You know, it still got to go back to LA. But
Yeah.
I think it's going 7. I think it's going 7. It looked ugly tonight, but you know, clearly they threw in the towel, even though I don't know why the player like they still got their stars out there. But
Right.
you know what I mean? Go just throw in the towel at this point.
Hey, but look, so this is what catch me. You know, in the NBA, a 20-point lead ain't really nothing.
That's true. That's true.
Is this the right time to start pulling them with 8 minutes in the game?
I think so. I missed the first half, so I ain't go front, but I missed the first half. But if you know, if anybody know to be Ty Lue, who would know if do they got it in them to, you know, to make this comeback late, or are they wasted energy? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And, you know, because you could just rest the guys, get ready for the next one, and try to take care of business. But I do feel you on playing to the end for sure, because 20 points is not a big lead.
At all.
Nah, not in this era. And I think the last game on Saturday, they were up by, or the Clippers were down by 20 plus at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, and they came back and tied it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one is over. And I agree. I think it's going to go 7 games as well. But we all know, I think it's 75, maybe 80% of the teams that win game 5 win the series.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if I had to put my money on it, I'm going to stick with Denver just because of that statistic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you know.
3 or 5. Go ahead, Mason. No, go ahead.
Now I was just thinking. I think I'll take Denver too, based on if you can get the same productivity out of Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be a very dangerous team. I think they'll win this series, but I also think if you get this Murray, they're gonna be a very dangerous team in the West. Period.
True.
No,
I think they'll compete with anybody with a Murray like this.
Mm-hmm. That's
They're
what
almost
they've been missing. That's what they've been
him.
missing. Is this Jamal Murray?
81%. I was close. 81%.
And
He's
then
shooting 81%. Oh, you said
No.
81% on the wins.
Yeah, for game 5.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Westbrook?
Okay.
go
They crawling back 14. Yeah, call that time out.
Hey, my bad, C. Lou. I would have quit on the team already.
Well, yeah, they still got their starters in. You got Powell,
Yeah.
you still got Leonard, you still got Zubac, you still got Harden.
See, cause when I'm looking at next game, I think the Clippers go get the next game for sure. Because are you go get a efficient 21 points for Russell Westbrook in this next one? I doubt that, but Russ playing out his mind right now.
Is Russ one of the most unappreciated NBA players we've seen?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Him, Dwight Howard, who just got into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to him. But I think they're 2 of the most unappreciated players of our generation. They're 2 all-time greats. Russell Westbrook is a future Hall of Famer. He's one of the best to ever do it. But when you think about all the slander him and Dwight Howard has took, when it came to basketball, like it's definitely not deserving.
Right.
I think Westbrook gets critiqued a lot, and like you said, he don't get his flowers the way he should.
Right.
I think people that play the game give him his props, but the folks a lot of the analysts and journalists always have something negative to say. Could you imagine if Luka or LeBron or one of these other stars averaged a triple double 4 out of 5 years? 4 out of 5 years. And it hadn't been done in 40, 50 years, and this man did it 4 times.
Right.
And that's what get me. It's like when did it start and where did it come from? Because I can't never think of a Russell Westbrook doing something to where the media has to pick at what he's been doing,
Right.
or give him the slander he's receiving.
Right. Because like you heard for years, all the years that when he played with OKC and now he played on a plethora of teams now, but everybody, the media and outside noise always talk about how Russ, looks like a bad teammate, he looks selfish, looks this, but then when you talk to, his former teammates and stuff, like it's all love. Like everybody respects him. They say he's one of the best teammates and all that. But that's he definitely don't get his flowers, and he's deserving of them. Because it's like, how are you a joke when you're about to be a future first ballot Hall of Famer?
Right. Hey, did he crack top 75? Did he get top 75? Yeah, Westbrook.
Should have.
Westbrook did, but Dwight Howard didn't. And I thought that was disrespectful.
Very, very, very disrespectful. Now, how do he stand amongst those sinners in that top 75?
Man, I think he's with the center position. I think you have to put him in the top. I would put him top 10. I'll put him in the top
too.
10.
Yeah.
I'll put him top 10, not top 5, but definitely top 10.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll put him top 10. And I'm, and even when you say that, and you think about some of the great centers or whatever, like it's definitely even a debate in there. But you know what I'm saying? It's he belongs right in there.
Right.
The way he was never considered the best player in the NBA, but it was a good chunk of time, especially in the Orlando days, where he dominated the paint so much, where he was up there. You think about the video games, his rating was high, all that. Like teams did not want to play, Dwight Howard and the Magic.
Right.
And he didn't have another superstar on his team. He led his team to the finals. He had to go through LeBron to get there.
Yes.
So you got to give him his props for that.
Hey, could one y'all turn y'all TV down a little bit?
Oh, my bad. That's me. I'm over here bugging.
I got mine on. Yeah, I got mine on mute.
Yeah, mine. Yeah. All right, there we go. I was getting crossed out. I was like, what happened? But nah,
yeah.
Here come all right, Jamal Murray finally misses. I don't know where y'all at, but he misses.
I'm at 458.
And the Clippers, I really sound like an idiot talking about take the starters out.
Yeah, they crawling back. It's possible. They see a few stops and a few big plays, and they right back in it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how you ahead of me when we were just at the same time, Mark. That's weird.
Who was,
Yeah.
Where we at? Let's see what y'all time.
I'm at 430.
I'm at 418.
Yeah. Maybe it's the commercials.
It might be. Where you at, Dale? You said 408? We can't hear you again.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, loud, clear now.
I'm at 430, 420 now.
All right, I'm gonna go back then. Hold on.
Okay, I'm at 418. It's it's paused at 418. Clock stop.
Mine's too.
All right, bet.
Man, hey, and I hate to even keep going back to the Lakers, but a lot of the players that came out of that Lakers summer league Zubac.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I remember when y'all let him go. I was like, man, I think he gonna be good.
We could for damn sure use him right now.
Yeah.
I would love to have Zubac.
Man. Zubac and AD.
Yeah, AD would have been a 4, a true 4.
Mm-hmm. Man, 26. I didn't realize he had 26 tonight. Damn.
Who's that?
27 now, Zubac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he might finish his game with 30 plus.
I know they was just talking about stats. This is probably the beginning of the third. He was only at like 1 rebound. His rebounds was low. Scoring is up for sure.
Interesting. That must mean Joker having a huge rebound game.
17-4 run.
What is he at?
They did the same thing the last game, and then Aaron Gordon dunked it on him the last.
Oh wow, Joker only got 13 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Murray been balling, so it made up for it.
Right. Yeah, 4-13.
You getting a lot of production out of Westbrook too, and Brown coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Brown start or Westbrook come off the bench, right?
No.
I don't know today. I don't know who came off the bench today. I didn't watch the
man, you know I'm sitting there thinking you saying Bruce Brown, but it's Brown or what? Yeah. Nah, he let's see who started.
Oh, it's not like the color brown. It's like
Nah, BRAUN. Yeah. It was throwing me off. I was like, Bruce Brown ain't on the team.
I thought it was Braun, but they say Brown. So I don't know.
You hear Brown, yeah. Brown. There go AG.
Oh,
Alex, welcome to the chat. Welcome back, man. He said he want to hear a good one today.
Right. Let's hear it. Oh, okay. Look at him.
Oh, wait, I'm rejected.
Oh, he just lost the ball. Simple as that.
Y'all at 3 minutes?
3:29.
Let's see. Yep, 3:29. Yeah, we got it. We locked in. We all together.
Bet.
Sarah 7, Midi 4. What's that? That's Alex, that's high school baseball. Sarah Midi. That's 40. Jamal Murray got 40.
Damn.
40 piece.
Yeah, I still don't got Clippers coming back, but it look a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that boy Cole. He's underappreciated. He underrated. Murray, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? I don't think he underrated. I just think he always hurt, and it's inconsistent.
And I think he's right where he should be. I don't think he's a star, but he's not a role player.
Oh.
He's
is he a top 5? Is he a top 5 point guard in the league?
No.
Right now?
Nah.
I wouldn't take.
Because I would go. Obviously, you got Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
You got SGA.
Mm-hmm.
You got Luka Doncic.
Yeah, off top, them 3. I'll give you that.
You got Jalen Brunson. You got Kyrie. You got Kyrie Irving.
Okay,
that's 5 right there. And then if we go on, so now let's get sticky with it.
You got Halliburton.
You got Halliburton. You got Halliburton, but depending on the team, I'd probably rather have Jamal. You got Trae Young.
It's a lot of point guards. I think
Ja Morant.
I know. I'll say this.
De'Aaron Fox.
It's deep, but the point guard position is deep. But Murray come through in a clutch, and he a champion.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all them folks you named, I think it's only Curry and Kyrie that's champions.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just think, man, with Murray, I think Murray. I think he should be top 5, but I just think he has such an up and down career.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
With just, I don't think he necessarily had a bad year with just being inconsistent. Career, but I just think because he's always been injured, it always kept him out of like really surpassing a lot of these dudes, even though he is a champion.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't too many point guards I'll take over a healthy Jamal Murray in that list.
When he's on, he's really elite. Because then also, hold on, we over here. I was just thinking of more point guards in the another point guard that we're watching. Would you rather have Jamal Murray over James Harden?
I'll take Jamal Murray over
Harden. I don't know. I think James Harden, I've always thought of him as a shooting guard.
I do too.
You know?
But he's legit been playing a point guard role like, 5-6 years or whatever.
In Houston.
Since Houston. But to me, he's a 2. He's a 2.
He's a 2 to me. He a combo card. So like when we ranking like where he's at, we don't ever be like, oh, is James Harden a top 5 point guard? Is James Harden a top 5 shooting guard of all time?
Exactly. I've never heard anybody rank him in the top point guards ever. So you're right. But I was just looking at the screen and I was like, hey, hold on. I'll tell you somebody. Alex kind of reminded me with his comment saying Donovan Mitchell is elite. I'm taking Darius Garland over Jamal Murray.
Let's hold our horses. Let's see what he do this season, this postseason.
That's why I'll keep Jamal Murray at all of them that I'll take over him, a healthy Jamal Murray. Just proving it. He proved it. He proved that he's the best guard on the championship. Garland, I think Garland is like he's on his way up. And I hope to see his best in this rest of these playoff series. I mean, the Sweat beat the brakes off Miami, so he on a good start.
Speaking of which, because that matchup over there is set now. We got the paper.
Bro, is that 43 points? Man, I'm telling y'all, man.
Hey,
8 3-pointers.
I mean, it's easy to be hooping like this when you got a big lead and things are just clicking.
Damn.
He the reason why they got the lead.
I still got the Clippers winning this next game.
They in LA, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
This going 7. This going 7. But let's switch over to the Eastern Conference. A lot of action over there. And another series got closed. Now we got the Pacers next round versus the Cleveland. I'm still disrespecting the Cleveland Cavaliers, Cavs and Pacers. The Pacers just eliminated the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo out in the first round. I don't remember how many times this was. This at least twice in a row?
3 in a row. I had to do the research. 3 years in a row eliminated in the first round. It's time to take your talents to Los Angeles. Put it out there now.
Los Angeles, what Clippers or Lakers?
Come on now.
Oh, wow. My man, I'm just wondering.
Where we at, man?
The Clippers, they still LA, ain't they? Or is they Pasadena now?
They in Inglewood, but when you say LA, you talking about the Lakers. You're not talking about the Clippers.
My bad.
To the Clippers, talk about basketball.
Oh, my bad.
Unless you don't like the Lakers, only people that don't like the Lakers actually add the Clippers into basketball. Nobody else.
Okay, my bad.
Like, hey, we gonna watch the basketball game? Ain't nobody saying, yeah, we're gonna watch the Clippers. Ain't nobody going to the Clipper game. Little bro over there. Hey, you stay over there, man, and don't act up.
Hey, and I heard the attendance in the Intuit Dome was kind of fluctuating during the season. I heard it wasn't filling out like people thought it would.
Where in Staple or the Clippers?
The Clippers, the Intuit Dome.
I mean, you gotta drop them prices like they used to be. Stop playing.
We need them $50 tickets back.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Balmer, you trying to sell out? Man, put the ticket low price what the Clippers used to be, or what they're accustomed to being.
Oh man, but
they don't skyrocket the prices. Man, get out of here, man.
You gotta get your money back from that $1 billion stadium or arena. I'm sorry, arena.
Yeah, that I heard is I haven't been yet, but I heard it's crazy in there.
It's Clipper Daryl. That's all I care about.
Yeah, is he back? Is he? I don't know if he in there.
If Clipper Daryl there, I'm protesting.
We gotta get Clipper Daryl on the show. We gotta have to hit him up.
We need Clipper Daryl.
We gotta have to work on that.
Clipper Daryl.
He could do his recruiting to get Giannis and the next superstars to LA.
Don't do it.
So, what are some of the top destinations for Giannis if he decides to leave? Because as a Laker fan, I threw LA out there just because, even if it ain't realistic, I'm gonna throw it out there. But what do y'all think are the top destinations?
Well, I think he coming to California. I think that's
I see
if he leave, man, I think he's coming to California. Wifey is from a great family. Pat myself on the back. But and we out here in California, I think it'll be pretty cool to see. I think they'd think it'll be a cool story too, to be around, be closer to home. Obviously, Fresno don't got a team. We probably ever get a team, but it's close enough if you're in the Bay,
Right.
and these California teams have the money to attract Giannis, and not even just attract him, but to make it make sense in a trade or whatnot. But I think the West Coast, I think he's leaving the cold weather and coming to sunny California. That's what I think. So that would be 4 teams. And if I have to throw a 5th in there, I really want to do 6. I really want to say 6. But if I throw a 5th in there, I think Stephen A would be happy because I think that 5th one would be New York.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of the market out there it just makes sense.
Yeah, bigger market, bigger market. It makes sense. Hey, but yeah, I was thinking the Bay Area. I know you throwing your Warriors out there, but they gonna have to give something up.
Yeah. They for sure would.
I mean, for Giannis, you give up anything,
Yeah,
bro.
That's what I think. Everybody. I think.
Draymond on the chopping block.
You said Draymond?
Draymond on the chopping block.
Man, for Giannis,
yes,
it better be.
Absolutely.
He better be.
I'm gonna throw 2 more teams out there. Houston, right?
Yep.
Save some money on your taxes. Right? Really get your $1 million whatever dollars or close to it. And then another one, I don't know if he would want to go there, but they got the most to offer is OKC. OKC can give. No one can outmatch OKC's offer.
Yeah. OKC.
They can give them Chet. They can give up Chet and like 3 or 4 first-round picks, and some other guys on the roster.
OKC has enough to get whoever they want in the league. Like OKC is the only team that could go say, you know what, we really want LeBron. Lakers got to really take that call. Like OKC has everything. They have youth, they have draft picks, they have talent. So like, a veteran would want to go play in OKC because if you go there, if Giannis went to OKC, not only like, players now they're looking to, prolong their career anyway now. Like they want to be like LeBron, KD, and Steph, where they playing, close to 20 years or whatever. And you could get on an OKC roster with all them dudes and they averaging at 24 years old across the board. Like
Mhm.
you could ride their coattail because they got young dogs and they got future draft picks that what they got about 15 picks in the next 3 years.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Something is ridiculous. Like, you know, what's crazy is they already the best regular season team in the league.
Yeah.
And they got all those assets to get even better. So, you know, I think they won what 68 games this season.
Yeah.
Imagine having Giannis. They can win 70, 73. Who knows?
Set a
Right.
record.
And he played both sides of the ball. Like you can't. And I think Giannis is probably still young, about 30, right? 29, 30 now.
Mm-hmm. I think he's 30. I think he just hit 30.
Yeah, he's still young. Like 30 in today's NBA is a lot younger than it was 10, 15 seasons ago.
Yeah.
So
now so we're talking about the destinations already. Are we saying that this was the last game we seen Giannis in the Milwaukee Bucks jersey?
So I believe so. 3 years, first round exits. Like your team have much promise. Your number 2 goes down with the Achilles. Kuz is giving out quadruple zeros. Hey man. Hey, look. Hey, baby. Pack the bags. Hey, Milwaukee, I brought you one. Hey, I got you something before I left.
Right. Can't be bad.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
And he was about to go down swinging literally today.
Exactly.
Bruh.
The way
that ain't nothing but frustration.
The way he held the back of that man's head, I want to know what he said.
That's what I want to know.
Cause you can't hold my head without me poking you in the eyes. Your breath hot. I know your breath stink. You not hold me in the back of my head and a little boy me, man. Hey, hey, fight you, bro. Let me go.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what you do to your son when you mad at him.
Come here, boy.
I'll be doing that to my boy. I grab him back of the head. He be getting mad to me moving my hand. Like, get over here, man. Then I tell you to take out that trash. That's what he did to a grown man.
Grown man.
What's funny?
Top athlete.
Did you see the way his hands wrapped around that man's little head?
His pinky and thumbs had him by the ears.
Like a bowling ball. Hey, I can see your eyes right now, brother.
And Ben Mathurin, he tried to get him up off him, but that was like a bowling ball grip. Like he had him, his fingers was plugged into his ear holes. It was ridiculous.
You know what I do to you? You know what I do to you? Hey, look, hey, security. Somebody, bro, get him off of me. Please.
Hey,
man, he was threatening old men.
Man,
Tyrese Halliburton daddy. I'm like,
yeah.
That man is probably a senior citizen over here.
Giannis is about to go down swinging.
I'm like, why y'all messing with this big ass man? Like, you know you can't whoop him. I don't know why. I wouldn't do that.
Hey, shout out to my young boys in Stockton. Giannis was on some EBK stuff, boy. Anybody can get it. Anybody. You, your mama, your daddy, your grandpa.
Hey, man, yeah, that I ain't never seen nothing like it. Tyrese Halliburton dad ran out there with the giant towel with the big face of tie on it. And y'all was like he didn't know that it was his dad. He just thought it was a fan.
He just standing there like this, just mad.
Could you imagine if Giannis would have actually swung on him? You know, the NBA would have fined him for the whole next season, but that was Tyrese's dad was out of line. I'm glad that Tyrese, when he did his interview, he did it the right way, and he was like, you know, my pops, he was out of pocket. You know, I talked to him or whatever. Me and Giannis good. hopefully we talk later on down the road. But you ain't buying it, Mace.
Can't grab my dad head like that, dog.
No.
That wasn't the daddy. He didn't grab the daddy head like that. He grabbed the other player.
You can my dad head, and I'm gonna come on camera and be like, "Can we be cool later?" You gonna get
headbutted the daddy. They was forehead to forehead.
Hey, Giannis got to quit sunning people. That's what it is. Because even that, he's looking down at the dad.
Hey, like look,
forehead to forehead.
I mean, he's sunning people without trying. The man's 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah,
like,
he's really just coming down to you to talk. That's all he's doing. He's trying to whisper.
Where was Hallenberg when he was talking to his daddy like that? Do you think he seen it and was like,
yeah, I think so. I think he seen it. Somebody was like, "Go get your daddy." It was probably Siakam.
He's like, "What daddy?"
My daddy
ain't my daddy. I'd have been like, "Man, you on your own, bro. You can't be."
True, man. Hey, this is a perfect time to segue to something I've been dying to ask y'all. We jumping in the trend right now.
All right,
we're going to settle this. We gonna settle it right here.
My dad, go ahead.
100 men versus one gorilla. Who's winning?
Are we talking about a silverback?
I mean, what's the rules? Is it 100 men with their bare hands?
100 men bare hands. One gorilla. So, all right, this is my theory, right? I think I seen a family guy episode where Peter
you already started off wrong. Family Guy episode. I already know this is gonna be silly as hell. Go ahead and finish.
They were on a podcast and they were debating how many 7th graders could you take in a fight, like all at once? And that's what he was like. I think they guessed around like 20 something, right? Around 20, depending on the scenario where you at, and they'll naming like what they'll do or whatnot. If it was 100 of us and we're fighting the one gorilla, I think we can win if we all have the same mindset. Because some of us go die. And we got to just know that. And we got to be okay with dying.
You got to be okay with dying. What?
Hey,
maybe it's you.
Put me in the 7th wave. If I'm 7th wave, we going to get that gorilla. That first wave, you're going to see a lot of body parts getting ripped off, half a face coming off. Hey, so I was looking at that trend, and the very first one that got me was, what does everybody do when he ripped the first person in half?
So you're going to walk away. You're going to run away.
And that's the reason why we would lose.
Yeah.
But if we had in our minds programmed that we're all going to just keep attacking this ape, we would win. It would be like on ants when the ants ganged up on the grasshoppers in the movie. That's like we'll be way more powerful if we all. He says, "Caesar up."
Nah, bro. I'm gonna take the gorilla, bro. My money is, like I said, it just takes that one person who get their arm ripped off. Everybody be like, I'm about to go home.
Oh my god.
You have to be real strategic about that.
You have to.
You have to be extremely strategic.
He gonna test
everybody. It got to be one brain. It's got to be one brain operating everybody. And you know who I'm taking? Know who gonna be on my team? One person. I got 2 already in mind.
Who?
Giannis and Draymond. They both rolling with me.
That's what I seen a list earlier about who could beat the 100 people you want on your team. That shit was funny.
So I got something. So if we was able to get 5 people that we can choose to go fight this gorilla, who are now? You already said Giannis and Draymond. Give me. Yeah. I gotta know these other 3.
I need Giannis, Draymond, I need John Bones Jones. I need Francis Ngannou.
All the heavy hitters.
and prime Mike Tyson.
That's what
Prime
I was
Mike,
thinking. That's the first 1988, 1989 Mike Tyson.
Okay,
Mike Tyson.
That's number one on my list.
go ahead. All right.
Before he broke his back, spinal.
That's still the funniest on the internet, man.
Yeah, Shaq. I do need Shaq in there too. We need some size.
Okay. Who you got, July?
Nah, definitely Iron Mike. Give me Bruce Lee. I don't know, maybe he knows some pressure points on the gorilla, something that he can hit real quick.
And some sumo wrestlers on the front line.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a Japanese sumo wrestler, the biggest one we got.
Yeah.
Who else do I need, man? Give me 04 Ron Artest.
Okay.
04 Ron Artest.
Okay. We talking.
And who else? Who'll be my number 5? Man.
Man.
I'm gonna get back to you on my 5th person. I need somebody.
Right.
I need like Thanos. Give me Thanos. Can I get Thanos?
Let's go to the Avengers.
Without the Infinity Stones too. He don't even need them. He that strong.
Right.
Spreewell.
You feeling Trail Spreewell?
Yeah, that's what Alex said in the chat. Spreewell.
Gonna choke the gorilla, huh?
Trent Williams, Aaron Donald.
So look,
Lawrence Taylor.
Hey, my 5. We gonna take my first one. Aaron the plumber. Gotta have that.
He loved throwing hands.
He love it.
He in the first wave.
Hey, Anthony Mason.
Goon.
Hey, I have Anthony. I want Matt Barnes for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta have Matt Barnes. Who's my other one? What's his name? The cartoon character John Henry. You know, he had that sludge hammer. I need that. He gonna bring something. John Henry.
Damn.
And, who else?
Oh man.
Who else am I taking? Stephen A. Smith.
That's funny. I'm gonna throw a couple of honorable mentions. I'm gonna put Popeye, the Sailor Man, spinach, and then Dominican Sue.
Yeah, Sue is stump on a gorilla face.
Stump on a gorilla.
Look.
After Aaron the plumber knock him out.
And then I need Joker brothers. I need his brothers.
Hey, you seen it?
Man, yeah, nobody want no part of it. Meet them and some silverbacks. Well,
Right.
one. I'm talking about I'm gonna add more silverbacks.
They look dangerous.
I hope
And it's
somebody really
Joker, he looked
y'all
off as one out of everybody. Out of all,
right. He probably, yeah. Y'all seen the they got a graphic of like a silverback ape and like a bunch of like iRobots. And I guess it's like 100 of them, like a simulation. And they're like they're trying to fight him, and he's just one arm, just sledgehammering every.
He beating all up with one.
Hey, and the cold part about it, right? He killed all of them, right? But I guess he killed 99, and one was still living, but he was kind of like hiding under the debris of people, and it wouldn't found him. And it looked like he tried to run.
And got him too. Damn. Oh, I thought the AI would win. I thought the iRobots would win.
I thought so too. That kind of discouraged me when I seen that, and I was like, maybe this is fake. Like maybe they didn't really put it in calculation. But I think if you get, 100 beastly men, give me 99 beastly men and Clarissa Shields. I think we get her.
He said Clarissa Shields.
We
That is hilarious.
I think we get them. I'm taking those odds. I'm taking humankind, mankind against the apes. I seen Planet of the Apes.
Any gorilla that walks knuckles all day, and them fools look like the average human thigh. He gonna hit something and it's body. He ain't just hitting something; it's gonna go through. Like, you know how the cartoons when you hit somebody and their whole hand come out their back. Hey, yeah. It's gonna be like this. I mean, somebody like that. Hey, I'm turning around.
Oh man. I was so happy to get to see that debate. I usually don't join in on those trends, but this was one I was like, it really had me. This was like the tree, if the tree fall in the woods, do it make a sound thing or whatever. That one just pissed me off. But we ain't even go. I don't even want to know y'all opinion on that one, because we'll forget about basketball completely and be arguing for the next 45 minutes. But back to basketball. Oh, we got the Lakers game is coming up.
Yeah, man. Hey, I see a hard go at it for 3 quarters. And look, I honestly think this is where you go tell the game. In those first 3 quarters, if it's tight, we in trouble. Because they got youth on their side, man. And on top of that, they won. They won in our building.
Yeah.
And, and how they've been winning, it hasn't been like super blowouts. They've been coming from behind and catching us and winning, which shows that down and win. We haven't showed we can be down and come back and win. Everything we won has been blowouts, or the 2 games won has been, they've been won. Or what is it? 2-2, 2-1, right?
Yeah.
3-1. I'm tripping.
3-1.
3-1. Excuse me. 3-1. Y'all facing elimination.
Yeah, yes. That one game we won, like it was won like handily.
Right.
The games that they won all facets. They won handily. They won coming from behind. I don't know if it's close. I think the Lakers in trouble, because I just think Minnesota got more youth on their side, and they.
Yep, they bigger. They coming in with confidence, and they got more energy than you guys got, because JJ Redick played the starters for the whole second half. Y'all got 2 days off, but it was a travel day, so it ain't. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think they end this. This was actually a good season for the Lakers. Like, obviously, I know, like, diehard Laker fans, if you don't win the championship, it ain't a good season. But to claim the 3rd seed in a very, very tough Western Conference, that was. I don't know if I had the Lakers making top 6, but I don't think I had them at 3. So especially with the trades and that, everything went on. Obviously, it was a great trade, but I still didn't have y'all at 3, and I didn't think the Luka LeBron thing would work this well so quickly. And I still don't think we've seen the best. No. I think they're going to get better.
Nah, I agree. And I think Dalen said something key, right? Like, it's a pattern. The Timberwolves, they creep up on us in the 4th and win the game. But Denver did that to us last year, and they did it to us the year before. So this is 3 playoff or 3 postseasons in a row where we're winning, we're in the games, we're controlling the games, and in the last 4 to 8 minutes, we lose them. So it's a pattern, right? That's 3 years. You know, if it happens twice, it could be a coincidence. But if it's 3 times, it's a pattern. So we got to figure out what's happening to where these teams are coming back on us. At first, I thought Denver just had our number, but now the Timberwolves are doing it. Anthony Edwards is doing it. So that definitely has to be addressed. I will say this as well. I believe if we push a game 7, we're gonna win a series.
I agree.
Yeah,
They
I
they
think
they need they gotta finish this tomorrow night or Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I agree. If it goes 7, I think y'all have to snatch. Y'all would snatch all the confidence that they have right now. It'll be gone. A lot of players will start showing up nervous, and I think that's a game just to go get one. Yes, I'm putting my money on LeBron and Luka.
Sure.
However, if y'all do, like I said it before, if the Lakers do somehow turn this series around and win it, it'll be quick. It'll be quick the next round. It'll be quick. So I don't think they're gonna have nothing left in them after that.
I mean,
Yeah,
but so this would be what the matchup with Houston and the Houston or the Warriors. Warriors for sure, right?
Yeah,
they up 3-1 now.
That pace is, I think, me personally, I think that pace of the game is in the Lakers' favor. Because the game slows down.
Mm-hmm.
You have that, and I think the Lakers have a little bit more firepower than the Warriors. You got Steph, but Jimmy kind of banged up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I mean, he ain't 100%, but we know what we're gonna get from Jimmy.
But you gotta think about this, Mace. If the Lakers turn us around and win in 7, the Warriors are gonna just be sitting waiting.
True.
So Jimmy should be close to 100% by then.
True. That's true.
So that's the only reason I like. Now it feels just kind of a straight up, y'all go meet each other at the same time, but the amount of effort that the Lakers gonna have to put out to just get there,
right?
For the Warriors, they gonna be sitting there like that Silverback.
The Golden State Silverbacks.
They gonna pull out a whole new mascot on you.
Yeah, I hope Steve Kerr in these next few games or game, man. I hope he trusts the bitch. I do, because there's no way you're gonna get some high productivity out of LeBron. It's not gonna happen, and that's even with him, Rui. That starting 5, man. You gotta. I hope he learns, because that's a learning moment where, yes, we got control like that of a game. Your bench, you trust what you've been trusting the entire year. Gabe Vincent, your Finney Smiths, you know what I mean? Have guys really kind of be productive throughout the season. I think you gotta trust them enough to do what you trust them to do.
For sure.
Because man, I love LeBron. Man, at 40, you know you're gonna get 3. That's how we got. You're gonna get 3/4 of LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you're gonna get Papa James in 4th.
Oh man.
Think about it. What 4th quarter have he taken over in any of these games?
Nah, he hasn't. I think he's wanting Austin Reeves and Luka to do that, but
exactly
it has not happened, and I don't think it's gonna happen, because the reason why it ain't happening because of Ant Edwards. Ant Edwards is making himself a presence from start to the finish of the game. He's talking, he's like being physical. Like you said yesterday, he's in everybody's face. It's not just like you used to see, like we wanted to see superstars match up or whatever. If it's like, you know, we wanted the Kobe and LeBron NBA finals so we could see them, you know, go head to head, guard each other and things like that. With Ant, he's not, and he did the same thing when with Phoenix last year or whatever. It's not a matchup between him and Booker. It's a matchup between him and Booker, him and KD, him and Bron, him and Luka, he's going at everybody, and not just offensively, he's defending them as well too. And it's like whatever anybody want to do with Ant, he's like, I'm with all the smoke.
Right. And what that's doing is rallying everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're already Julius Randle. He's physical enough, and he's coming aboard. McDaniels is he
playing like an all-star.
He's playing like an all-star, and he's somebody that's showing that he's not just going to be a sidekick. He wants to smoke too. And what he's doing, he's feeding off of Edwards' energy.
Yeah, all them dudes.
Yeah, they are.
Speaking of, well, we ain't speaking of it, but last time we talked a couple of days ago, we talked about your alma mater in Sac State. You see the new Sac State news that we got today?
Mikey Williams, baby.
Mikey Williams. And then yesterday was the Diesel was the GM.
Damn.
The big Aristotle.
The big Hey, man, hey, look, so I just seen that on the way home, the Shaq general manager position. I think it's big because you know what it's gonna bring. It's gonna bring attention. Also, speaking of that, I want to give a shout out to Cedric. What's his name? Is it Coward? Kyard. How you say his last name? Coward, right?
Oh, yeah, Coward. Yeah, my bad.
Grizzlies, Eastern Washington State now, a Duke Blue Devil. I want to give a shout out to him. My nephew actually played with him at Central, and just to watch and see what he's doing, man, that's a salute, man. And to see a basketball player like that go to Duke from this valley, that's big.
Yeah. First ever kid from Fresno to go to Duke for basketball. That's big time. Shout out to Cedric Coward. Shoot, hopefully I chatted with his agent over not chatted, but over Instagram, a few comments that he was the one told me. I knew he was from Fresno, and I didn't realize, and I don't know, I just didn't even think about it, that he's the first player from Fresno to play for Duke or whatever. Nice. So that's dope. I might have to hit them up, try to see if we can get them on here and talk with us, talk about one of these games. And you know what? I got 100 people to recruit, so I'm throwing Ced on my team when we going at this Silverback. He rocking with us too.
Which high school he go to?
He went to Central?
He went to Central, yep.
Grizzlies over Silverbacks.
Grizzly over Silverbacks.
Change, man.
And you know that's another question too I was having with somebody else. Who wins, a Grizzly or a Silverback? Not to go back, but who wins in this fight, a Grizzly or a Silverback? And we can keep it short.
Yeah, I'm rocking with the Silverback on that one.
I'm me too. Silverback Gorilla.
But Grizzlies
I think I might take a Grizzly, man.
Yeah, Silverback just nothing but nothing but muscle, and they smart. That'll be the only thing. I think I got a plan for this Silverback, but they probably ready for 100 of us.
What a Silverback?
Yeah, Silverback.
Yeah, I think the Silverback will outsmart the Bear.
You think so?
Yeah. I think a primate will outsmart.
Oh yeah. I was a little bit more intellectual. Yeah, you're right.
But like Bears got those claws. I don't know, bro. They start scratching. I mean, hey, it can go either way. If I gotta put my money on it, I'm going with the Silverback.
I guess I'm gonna be the lone wolf, right? The lone. But
That Grizzlies.
I do like what Sac State is doing. I'm a proud Hornet. I've always been a proud Hornet. Stingers up, you know what I mean, with my boy Herky the Hornet, you know what I mean? Sac State days, shout out Sierra dorms, those are my dorms I stayed in, the OG dorms.
Mm-hmm.
But they're making some moves, man, and it's good to see the trajectory of what Sac State is eventually going to become. Because in that ball rim, they're doing what they're doing, and then when you add Mike Bibby, you add Shaq, and you add some of these top name players, you're only going to open the doors for other players. Especially with this transfer portal, it's going to be more attractive to come to Sac State. So, I'm definitely proud of seeing what Sac State is doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Had to mute my mic for a minute. Daughter back there going crazy. but yeah, man. Back to the playoffs. Tried to bully Sac State. Verified players chirping back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm reading comments. My bad. But is this the most exciting first round of the playoffs in a while?
I think so. Just because I think we only had 2 sweeps?
Yeah. Or no. Well, no, one, right?
Is it one?
Didn't the Cavs sweep the
Cavs. Yeah. I can't even remember the Cavs, man. It was like my bad, Cleveland.
two sweeps. No, it was definitely a good first round. I like the first round of the playoffs because there's so many games.
Right.
There's gonna be some nights where it's 2 games. It's gonna be on the weekend, Saturday. Sunday's gonna be 4 games. Like, you can't beat that. So I always enjoy the first round. And we got some close battles. So like Detroit, New York is a good one.
Yeah. Detroit won tonight, right? Did they win that one?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, so they still in it.
So it's tied, I think, right?
No, 3-2, 2-3. So
it's 3-2 New York.
Yeah, they working on that.
Right, that's right.
That the Lakers got to do.
Hey, man.
Are we seeing the turn of the tide OG to the new boys?
Say that one more time. You was bleeping out a little.
Oh, my bad. Are we seeing the turns of the tide from like our generation superstars, today's superstars?
Yeah, I think it's been happening for the last like 2 or 3 seasons, but it's the names of our superstars, the LeBron James, the Steph Currys, the Kevin Durant's, even if they are declining some and the young bucks are, starting to take over, their names are so much bigger than younger guys. So it's like there is no the superstars in the NBA is still LeBron, KD, and Steph. But the talent wise or whatever, like they're still, the elite of the elite. But now, the Anthony Edwards are up there and these younger guys or whatever, but they name just don't carry the same weight. Right. So that's what I think is keeping it like a kind of a seesaw. Like the talent is there, but nobody has really took over, and became, because like Victor Wembanyama he's going to be a superstar, but it's just they names don't ring like LeBron and Steph and them.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like they're coexisting, the old guard and the new guard, because the old guard's not falling off. They're not dipping down like they typically do.
Right.
So you got somebody that's in a 17th season, 18th season, still averaging 27 points a game like Kevin Durant. So it's like you still gonna hold that. His name is still there because he hasn't had that decline, but even if you look at the last few championships, it has been young folks like the Celtics.
Yeah.
They're not young, but they pretty young. They're from a
Compared
different
to
generation.
Mhm.
The Nuggets with Jamal Murray and Jokic, young. When Giannis won it a couple years ago, that's another young
Yeah.
cat. So they've been winning the chips. And then you got Steph and Braun that won in 2020 and 2022.
Right.
But other than those two, the last 6 years has been young cats
Yep.
Mhm.
getting these championships. I'm just
Yep.
waiting for them to snatch it. And it looked like Anthony Edwards wants it. You can say he don't want to be the face of the league, but he acting like
But
the
he,
face of the league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually gonna be my next question. Do you think, obviously the face of the league is like it looks like it's in the hands of a foreign player. So the question everybody always asking is like, who's gonna be the next, American face of the league? Is that can Edwards be that?
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. But I think the one we constantly look over is Jason Tatum.
yeah, absolutely.
That's the one and I think because I mean, shout out to how he lived, but he's
Exactly. Yep.
boring, right?
Yep.
And Edward got a lot of things around him, especially with what's just
Yep.
been on. He's
Yep.
he's considered boring, but I think he's the perfect American superstar that we need to be behind because he
Right.
does right. He's balling. He won a championship. He don't complain,
Mhm.
and he's just grinding.
Yep.
But I think that's the one we need to get behind. And Edwards, because he has the charisma, he has what Jordan had. He has that just about him, that dog about outwardly.
Right.
We naturally attracted to it.
Right.
But because he's in, what I mean, Boston, and it's boring and it's not a lot going on around Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
It's not a lot of
Right. And that's why
almost.
I think what's gonna hold or what's holding Ant right now from taking over is the outside noise, the stuff off the court or whatever is gonna be the reason. Same with John Morant. John Morant is a guy. It's nothing like everything about basketball. If it's just about basketball, John Ant probably have the biggest names. Like I forget who was talking about it, but they was talking about the AAU like circuit and the shoes that every player is wearing. They're wearing the John Morants or whatever. Like he has everything to be that next guy, the next face, but it's just the outside stuff, the things outside of basketball that's 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 gonna hold that back. So then it turns back around, like Dalen said, to Jason Tatum, who he's the clean guy, he's the baller, he's like you said, he's slightly boring or whatever, but I think you can build with that. I think LeBron was boring for most of his career or whatever. I feel like he got real, he's more animated now and more, he voices his opinions a lot more. But I think he is boring. So I think it'll be Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum versus not versus like they against each other, but just comparing Jason Tatum to Anthony Edwards is kind of like it
Weird.
remind me of the NFL when you compare Russell Wilson to Cam Newton.
yeah.
It's the same thing almost, except Russell Wilson a lot more cornier than Jason Tatum. But it's right, but like you gonna gravitate more towards Anthony Edwards and a Cam Newton versus a Russell Wilson
Right.
and a Jason Tatum, right? And it's crazy. Both of them got rings.
Right.
Both of them went to two championship games, or in the NBA case, a series, right? So I think it's interesting. I would love to see Anthony Edwards be the face of the league. That's who I prefer. But Jason Tatum, I think he can get the job done as well, for sure. I prefer it not to be a Celtic, but hey, it is what it is. Somebody from America stand up and take over what's ours. Somebody, if it got to be a Celtic, whatever.
Right.
Hey, and y'all see Adam Silver might be watching our stream or show because all of a sudden they released that they're thinking about bringing back the World versus America for All-Star Weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, I ain't said it from us, but it might have came from us. A day later, it pops out. I'm just saying, coincidence. But hey, that needs to happen. That's the way to go. That's the move. Yeah, and we definitely said it first, and we gonna take that credit too. Ain't nobody taking that from us.
We gonna claim it.
The closers.
And speaking of which, let's close out on that note, man. We've been on this thing for an hour, 6 minutes. Alex, appreciate you for rocking with us. As always, please join us again tomorrow or the next day or whenever you get a chance. And it's the last game of the night, and it's the fourth quarter. We will be streaming and talking. And we won't be talking about the Silverback.
Real quick, though, not the Silverback. That's funny. Y'all look out for me on TNT. Is the game on TNT tomorrow? Look for your boy in the stands. I bought my tickets a couple of hours ago.
So we know who to blame.
Nah. So give me the credit after we win. Just look for your boy. I'm in row. I forgot what the row. I'm in the back, but that's okay. I'm still in that thing.
You just got to jump on the live with like 30 seconds left on the clock.
I got you. Just send me the link, man.
Yeah.
I got you. I'll hop on at the end. I think I might be a little ahead of y'all though. In live,
you will. So that
I think it's definitely a delay.
Okay, well maybe a minute there. Do a minute on the clock.
A minute on the clock. I got you.
Yeah. I'll send you the link. You just jump on whenever. Maybe even pop in and out or something.
Yeah, definitely, bro. So go Lakers. We're gonna get this thing, man. Game 5.
Dang, hold on. So you might see them get eliminated in person for the first time in your life.
You just had to go there. You're so negative. You could have said, "Oh, this is your first playoff game, Jelani." Yeah, it is my first playoff game. But nah, you got to go straight to elimination. Keep that negativity over there, bro.
You're right, man. Hey, enjoy that game. My bad.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
And enjoy it.
Go Lake Show,
man. Win or lose, I'm gonna enjoy it. But we win, so it don't matter.
Show, and this is the closers, y'all. We out.
Peace.